You're watching Moby Mike Pumpkins on YouTube. What's up, you pumpkin heads? It's about February 25th here in Wisconsin. It's nice out. It's about 50 degrees, and I'm just thinking about pumpkins, what we need to do. So here's my watering setup, minus the pumps here. But we're a long ways from the patch. We're like 150 feet from the patch. You can kind of see my hoses dangling there. I got them kind of propped up for the winter there, if you see them here. Yep, we got some 1-inch hoses going out there. 150 feet, each pump's got to run through. Kind of drops the pressure on there. It makes it hard to run 3 sprinklers. So I think what I'm going to do, even though this is nice, it's on an old foundation there by the hog barn, keeps tanks from sinking in the ground. But I think what we got to do is we got to get them over by the patch. Let's zoom up to the patch there and take a look at it. All right, guys, we're back up here at the patch. Here's the patch I grew in last year, and you can see right there. Yep, that's where our water header was. Well, I was thinking, here's my shed. I can always move that too. It's easy. It's on runners. But if I put the tanks right here, 0 feet to go versus 150, I'm probably going to gain about 3-4 psi, which is probably just enough because I just struggle running 3 sprinklers. And with the automatic timers I was running last year, it was really awesome, but I only had 2 sprinklers per pump. But the problem is, if you don't have enough pressure and that sprinkler head sticks, you're just going to water in one spot, and that's no bueno. No good for anybody. So anyway, what else we've been doing out here? So this is our patch from last year. I always till and then I bury the vines. So anyway, that hole there that I made, the trench there, I filled that in with some compost. So this patch, we're going to cover crop. We're going to leave her alone. We'll pull that snow fence out of there here in a few weeks, now that the weeds have kind of deteriorated. And then here is my other patch. So anyway, we haven't done too much here yet. We've done a little bit. We had about half to a quarter truckload of some chicken manure from a buddy. Spread that out here. Then we also spread out a full pickup truck of compost. That was good. That's kind of nice and sparse out here, looking good. I threw all my old pumpkins out here. You can see them there kind of deteriorating, but hey, what better to feed a pumpkin than a pumpkin, right? It's got all the nutrients that a pumpkin needs is in a pumpkin. Think about it, all right? Let's not overcomplicate this. I got my neighbor, he's saving me up some wood ash right now. The last time I was going to grow in this patch, I think it was in 2022, if I remember right. And I got all ready, and then I just decided not to grow that year. But anyway, I think I don't know if I did put in a soil test or I did a pH test, but the pH was a little low, not too bad. So anyway, I was going to run some wood ash on here. That'll just bring the pH up a little bit. And wood ash has always got potassium and different minerals and stuff, and that's pretty good stuff if you need a little pH boost. So we'll use that instead of lime, I think. So that's getting this patch ready. And then, yeah, like I said, if I got the tanks over there, then like maybe I got to run some 1-inch lines over here, maybe like 50-75 feet. Not so bad. Like I said, I can't have them sprinklers sticking. If I were to keep everything there, you can see the tanks. If I were to keep everything over there, I would probably run like another 1-inch line. In hindsight, I should have did it originally with just like a 2-inch line or 1.5 inches maybe. But now that there's already lines there, I would either have to, I could take both lines that are there and then run them together. So one pump would have 2 1-inch lines and then run like 1.5 inches or a 2-inch on the other one. But I think I just move the tanks up here, and then it's just going to be less to pump through. That means I'm going to have to already bring an electrical cord out here for the pumpkin stuff, but I'll have to bring a separate one for the pumps. Otherwise it'll be too much on the main cord anyway. But that's the only reason why I didn't do it before. But I need them out here unless I'm going to go to bigger pumper lines. So I think we'll keep those pumps and everything. We'll just move them tanks. So that'll be a project here. You can see our hoop houses in the background there. Need to get recovered with plastic. So we're going to do 2. The space I got divvied up here is big. It is big. I don't even know what I got. I mean, I think I got like 3,000 square feet here that I'm going to do 2 in. I don't know if I'm going to fill it, but I just want I want plenty of room in between them. Like I always did like 1 foot in between them. Well, that grows shut and whatnot. Like I'm going to do like 6 feet in between them. Like I might even make it so I can just mow in between there. Just want to keep the plant separate, you know, airflow, and just make it easy to get in there and walk around. I got the space to do it, so we're gonna do it. So yeah, that's basically what's kind of going on out here. So we'll try and figure that out, do a cover crop on that one. Well, this here you can see there's some bumps in here. I ran a subsoiling shank in here like every 5 feet. I didn't want to rip it up too much, but I did that a little bit. That'll kind of just ease back down. I don't know on the plants this year if I'm gonna do kind of a cover crop in front of them and kind of kill it as I go type of thing instead of like tilling everything up. I think I'm also going to be thinking about making some walk boards here. Do some walk boards up a little better, not just like flat ones, but like some elevated ones. Things I'm going to work on. Compaction. Want to get the watering a little better. Always working on the watering. Watering's the best stuff. So, you know, and then maybe more soil health for the future. Just like, hey, how can I do the cover crop and keep that as we're going, and trying to always keep the soil covered. And like last year, like right here is where I did the field pumpkins, and there's still like this incredible mat that we pushed down there. Look at that mat. Like if I were to come back this year, what would I do? You know, I think in this case I would have to burn and reseed. So I don't know, we're gonna look at maybe some clover, some alfalfa, something for our cover crop there. So yeah, it's still February, but boy, it's like spring. So I think we're gonna start thinking and start getting out in front of these things. Like I said, I think I'm gonna, after I put the phone down, I'm gonna figure out, I think I'm gonna move that shack a little bit and then bring the water tanks over. I got some railroad ties, maybe prop them up. That's the main concern, is when they're full of water, what the heck are they gonna weigh? They're gonna weigh over 2,000 pounds a piece. You know, they're gonna want to settle in the ground and whatnot. Yeah, I'm not gonna build a base, but you know, we're gonna have to deal with that. We'll have to make it so it's a little flexible, because we're gonna set a little bit and then maybe come back next year and level them back up again, and we should be good to go. But like I made a video a few years ago about me like cleaning this shed out. Look at it, it's just dirty again. That was a waste of time. So anyway, see what we got here for fertilizers. I got some Revita 545, that's a chicken manure, and it's got feather meal and bone meal and 0050 and kelp and humic, and that's a good one. It looks like I got 3 bags of that. Looks like I got a half a bag. I think that's probably 0050, and there's something down there on the bottom. We're gonna have to figure out what we got. I got some more stuff from Ohio Earth Food the other day. I got a bag of kelp, and then I got a bag of they got this, I don't know, I call it like super feather meal. Anyway, it's basically, it's feather meal with like kelp and humic in it, and I think some other stuff. But yeah, it's pretty good stuff. I think I'm still going to go down to Midwest BioAg. Probably going to need some 0050 yet, so we'll have to go do that one of these days. We got time on that. And we should be pretty good then. Then they make a micronutrient blend down there at Midwest BioAg. It's got all the good stuff in it, so all your little coppers and zincs and all that stuff. So might get some of that, and then we should be pretty good to go. Yep, so I looked in there, so that bottom bag was guided nitrogen. So yeah, I'm gonna need a couple bags of 0050, and then I'm gonna get some of that micronutrient blend they make down there, and then probably only need like a half a bag of that. But I'll probably get enough 0050 for like at least 2 years, if not 3 years. Usually I roughly figure for my soil, what I need is it's roughly a bag per pumpkin. So if I'm going to grow 2 pumpkins this year, I'll need 2 bags, and I'll probably get 2 to 4 more. And then that micronutrient, I think that usually works out to, don't use these numbers, but I think it's usually about 1/4 of a bag per pumpkin, how that works out. But you got to be careful with micronutrient stuff, guys. Be careful. But anyway, so while you're looking, if you see there, that's where I was writing my numbers every day for my scale, and I'd come back and I'd film it the next day. So you can see on that pumpkin, I think it was like 1968. I don't know why I got like 2010 written down there. I don't know if I don't know. Must have been off the wrong way on my scale. I don't know. Thing was a dud. But anyway, we'll do that again. We'll do that again this year. That's another thing I could be working on. I got another scale, so hopefully all good. You know, we're gonna have these 2 freaking pumpkins. They're gonna be right here, and gonna be like boom and boom, scale on each one. We'll give you daily updates again too once they get once they get going. We'll probably get them on the scale between like day 10 and 15. Then we'll probably just do like a 5-day update, maybe like twice or something till they get kind of moving. And then till they get moving good, like 30 pounds a day at least. And then we'll start doing the daily videos. It's going to be hard for you guys to keep control there because you're going to have 2 pumpkins you're going to keep track of, so one might be, a couple 100 pounds more than the other. You never know. So finish this video off. Got some plants here in the house. They look like crap. They're not real awesome. I think these are about 17, 18 days old. Just playing around with the lights, intensity, watering, and the grow tent here. Got some work to do, but we'll keep playing around. So see you guys next time.